Oh, y'all, I just walked out here. We got beetles everywhere. The beetle bags are attracting them, true enough. Get in that bag. I think they just landing. They don't look like they trying to eat. They just landing because everything is sprayed. Ooh, mercy, these bugs. So I told y'all about these goofy squirrels. I did not know squirrels ate corn, but I had to set up yesterday and put these chicken wire around the base to keep the squirrels from stealing more of my corn. I also lined each one of the bases with chili powder and cayenne pepper, which is supposed to mess with their nose. Well, everything's looking good down in there. So we should have some crook neck squash here shortly is what I'm hoping for. And these are my okra down here and through the middle. I messed up one day, y'all. I was cutting leaves back, and I cut a couple of leaves and didn't realize it had like a baby okra on it. So that was my fault, and I'm gonna lose that okra because it died once the leaf was cut that was supporting it. So be careful when you're trying to trim and keep things caught up, that you don't clip the wrong leaf that may be feeding your vegetable. So that was a lesson learned. Yesterday I picked some more collards, and as y'all can see, these sweet potatoes are just going wild, the vines. Right now I spend most of my time just trying to keep the vines over in the sweet potato area, so they won't crowd out some of the other things we have going on. Been spraying for leaf caterpillars, any other kind of bugs that tend to want to eat in your vegetable garden. Raspberry is the raspberry bush is looking a lot better. I'm hoping it has kind of fanned itself out. It's actually a vine, so I may have to think about putting it on the trellis here and letting it climb the trellis. But right now it's looking a lot better than it did before, and there's some new growth down in the base, and we do definitely have new leaves on the raspberry plant. So I believe we did everything we could to save it, and it seems to have adjusted and is taking off. So we'll see. Okay, we've got broccoli down here. Today I'm going to finish putting in the fake brick paneling and bring it all the way up here. And I'm trying to kill the grass here because I've got some mulch I need to put down for walking paths. This is the broccoli. As y'all can see, they're doing okay. Still got some bugs biting on them, but I've been spraying diatomaceous earth. I've been spraying neem oil with little suds in it to try to keep them at bay. But you know, we are outside, so what's going to happen is going to happen. Over here in this bin next to the sweet potato bin, we have I'll say baby collards. These are still growing. Oh, look at that butterfly. I know he just dropped off a wad of eggs, but anyway, we're still spraying everything and trying to keep as much as we can for ourselves. Down there we've got beef steak tomatoes, which are supposed to be really big tomatoes. So Oh, and we got a third one coming up, a baby coming up down there. Green beans, they're doing okay. I've got a few of them that's got, I don't know if it's disease on them or it may have just been too much water that happened. We've had a lot of rain, which is good normally, but I guess with everything going downhill, some of the water may pile up in that area. So we've got a little browning, a little yellowing, but we still got a lot of flowers down there for the green beans. So we're still doing okay. More broccoli heads here and there, 3. And don't forget, you all can eat broccoli leaves. They cook up just like collard greens cook up. Matter of fact, I might get out here and pick some of these leaves. Alright, these are black-eyed peas, and you can see the vines are growing across the cow panel the way I want it. And if they don't, I just come in and grab them and loop them through, so they will, if it'll stay, so they'll continue. No, I may have to wait for them to get a little longer, so they'll continue to grow around stuff. And I hope to have them, like last year, grow across the cow panel, so that the green beans, the black-eyed peas will just hang down. Alright, this one's running off over here somewhere, so we want to keep that up here on the cow panel. We don't want it going no place else. No place else. Up, here's one running over there. Let's see if we can push this through without bending it too bad. Alright, there we go. Got one growing here, and I guess if it gets long enough, we'll slide it through the panel. Oh, there it is. I'll let it get a little longer. Those tomatoes that came back, they're still reaching for the sky. I'm hoping I didn't mess up in my my trimming of leaves, because I didn't want to affect the ones that have grown. I just wanted to make it easier to get to them. So I did cut a lot of limbs off. Hopefully I didn't affect them being able to finish growing properly, but we'll see. Live and learn with learning to be a gardener. You do live and learn. These are really nice. Look at those. Also, y'all know we've got this additional bin here. We are doing bok choy, some that you could go get away with growing through July, as long as it was in a cool area. And of course, y'all see all the shade in this area. So we're doing bok choy, and I think I found some turnip green seeds. So we're doing turnip greens over here as well. So we've been spraying this box too to try to keep insects down. So it's coming along okay. Last but not least, y'all know I told y'all I had my strawberry plants, and the June beetles was messing with them so bad. I had to find another place to put them where they had more coverage. So Kay and I brought them out here. We put a tarp up. And used one of my mesh lids that I created. And I'm gonna let the bees get in here for a little bit and pollinate. We've got flowers coming on the strawberries, and I'll have to be checking to see if we got anything growing underneath. For now, I don't see anything. I do see some runners that are getting bigger. That's a nice runner. I can put that in some soil eventually. These were some of the baby stragglers that were running around. I guess wasps like June, like blueberries, because as soon as I open this, we've got wasps flying around in here. And this was the damage that was coming from the June beetle, so I had to get these under some cover quickly. Okay, we got flowers all in there. Oh, we got a strawberry down in there. Well, that's ideal. There's a flower down in there. Okay. Like I said, where there's flower, there should soon be fruit. I'm leaving all the little leaves in place because basically they tell you that the leaves help with the coverage so that birds can't just come in here and eat up everything you've got going on. There's one right there. Leave the leaf coverage. It helps to protect any berries that you may, or flowers you may or may not have growing in here. And these are my two blueberry plants. This one is a sunshine, and this one is a Biloxi. And they say these two combinations will yield you the biggest blueberries. So I got two of those, and I've got the acidic soil mixed in there, and hopefully it'll continue to do well. I had some browning of the leaves, but if it continues, it may just be it getting used to the soil, or I may have to do a little bit more acidic setup. But I don't mind. Oh, Mr. K bought my mulch out. So we're going to be putting mulch in some of the pathways where you all see I've got cardboard down. We're killing the grass there so I can have a walkway through there. So we're going to put mulch down for that. Alright guys, so for right now we have put mulch paths down on top of the cardboards so I can move around without getting mud everywhere. And we're putting a small one. Wave at the people.
Is that all you want?
MG is helping me put one down through here.
Is that all?
So bring me the hole that's up there inside. It looks like this, but it's got a bigger bottom. And leave the scissors up there. Thank you. So hopefully we can get that finished, and I can walk through here without getting muddy every time I'm out here in my shoes.